I feel like you don't want your wife or significant other touching trash. I feel like that's a man's job. See what I'm saying?
Nah, she can take out that trash.
Hi, go see that man. Back at you again with another Eastside podcast channel video. You'll know what we do it on this channel. Today's topic is male and female roles into relationships. And let's get straight into it.
All right, guys. Today we have with us a special guest. His name is Fendy. He's from the International Student Guide channel. He's a great guy, and we're glad to have him here on the podcast today to help us with this discussion.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me, Cam, and the rest of the crew. So my name is Fendy Pierre, also from the Bahamas. I have my own YouTube channel, International Student Guide, where I provide tips on how to make the best out of your college experience in the US. Also working on an app for college students, so stay out on the lookout for that. And yeah.
All right. So for roles inside a relationship, it's pretty common. It's pretty common and easy to see. I believe, I believe that everything should be done 50-50 inside a relationship. And there shouldn't be any discrepancies or stereotypes based on chores. So say if I don't feel like taking out the trash today, I said, babe, take out the trash for me, please. That shouldn't be a problem. There shouldn't be any kind of stigma or tradition with asking her to take out the trash. Same thing if she said, Cam, I need you to go cook in the kitchen. I used to be chefing it up. So, Chef Cam, he can come inside there. Chef Tig, whipping it up, showing my little thing inside the pan. So,
all right, so I can disagree with you with the. I'll disagree with you with the garbage thing. I feel like that's always a man. You always want to.
Why though?
Like, I feel like you don't want your wife or significant other touching trash. I feel like that's a man's job. See what I'm saying? That's probably how I always grew up, but I just feel like that's a man's job is taking out the trash. See what I'm saying?
No, she can take out that trash.
I mean, it is. No, like it is. But like at the same time, she go take out the trash. Then ain't no problem with that.
Ain't no big lie.
Like if she want to do it, then ain't no problem with that.
I mean, personally for me and my girl, I always do the labor intensive stuff. So if it requires something like lifting anything heavy, and I'm there, I do it. Or she just leave it for me to do. Like I normally just take out the trash. So,
bro,
Calvin sounds like a person where he would legit lift like a bag of chips into his house while his wife take like a big water jug on his shoulder. like, yeah, man, 50-50, right? Yeah, man, you
got that. I said trash. I never mentioned anything heavy. Obviously, heavy lifting is always going to be
trash could be pretty heavy, bro.
How much food do you eat a day? How much food do you eat a day?
Food isn't the only thing that goes in the trash.
How often do you take out your trash? Like you gotta take out your trash at least
when it's full.
About a day.
Yeah.
When it's full.
It depends on what type of trash.
Yeah, y'all gotta stop. Y'all like trash weigh 100 pounds.
Them industrial joints could get pretty big, bro. They could get pretty big.
Respect.
Plus it depends on how much people inside like the household. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, niggas is throw away a lot of heavy equipment and stuff too, bro. So like,
for me, it's like once every week and a half week. Depends.
That's a little linky.
Hold on, that's trash. But I've never seen kids. I don't remember what kids' garbages look like.
No. I mean like here. Like like here. Since I have a kitchen, I throw my trash like every a week and a half, all depends.
That's still pretty long though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Bro, most of it is be water bottles. I ain't care, it's be more water bottles.
You gotta invest in a water filter. But that's a different day.
So where you throw the KFC?
You I get KFC like once every blue moon, bro. Once every blue moon.
No, I just saying. I know it's just an example.
Man.
I know you like famous boys. You see, you like famous boys.
Okay.
Anyway,
so basically, y'all saying for like manual labor, of course, males should be the ones doing it, of course. But so what about other things like bills or
All right.
Social outrage.
I've been waiting for this topic when it comes to builds.
All
right.
What he said.
See, when it comes to builds, I feel like that should be minimum 50-50, or it depends on like who's solid, like who makes more in a way. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, I know many girls too is like, I'm not effing with a nigga if you don't pay my bills, stuff like that. Like, oh, if we dating this and that, why you gotta be like, oh babe, the phone bill is this. Would you take care of that? She'll be like, no nigga, you're the man. You're supposed to do all of that. I was like, wow, we can't be friends. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Bro, you got a lot of girls that are really stubborn like that. But for me, I feel like 65, 35, 60, 40. Like I said, it all depends on who makes more or like the household income. But I feel like a woman should pay some of the bills. She shouldn't just put everything on a man. That's a lot of stress when it comes to all the bills. That's stress. No cap.
I agree with you. That was very well said.
That was not right.
Because bro, imagine, let's just say, or two of them working. The man pays all the bills. That means this woman legit, she just going to work, stocking up her chips. This guy got a slave, maybe one or two jobs just to get all his bills done. Let's just say she was like, you know what, this ain't working. She could just leave and have a life because she already have a fund save up all the man. Like, wow, I still got to pay these bills. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a household where my father was a breadwinner. Well, he was the only source of income actually, and my mom was a housewife. So I got to see like the dynamics of like a wife just staying at home and taking care of the like house duties, and my dad bringing in all the income. And it had its cons and pros, but personally, like it's not for me. I like believe in like a 60-30 type of rule. So like I pay 60% of the overheads. She pays 30. She does 60% of the house chores, and I do 30. Like that's just a general rule, and like it varies depending on like the day. Like I enjoy cooking, so like I might just do some cooking sometimes, But I mean, it depends, but like I don't think there's a flat out rule. Like it varies from couple to couple. Like whatever works. If it worked for people, it worked for them. But that's just me. But on the same note, on that same note too, I definitely think like there's a systemic issue behind all of that, because like when women rights movement happened, it brought a beautiful thing where women gained a lot of the rights that they didn't have, but it also had an adverse effect on men. So a woman becomes a woman essentially by maturing. Like other than a woman maturing to become a woman, like a girl maturing into a woman, that's the only characteristic that defines a woman. If she wants to be a housewife, she could be a housewife. If she wants to be a CEO, she could be a CEO. In any of those scenarios, she's still considered a woman. A man is only considered a man based on what he's able to contribute or what he's able to obtain, and really defines his manhood, which leaves a big issue, and like it leaves unrealistic expectations too. Like women feeling like you need to conform to, stuff from back in the day but today women also have their own source of income. So like they expect to retain all of their income while you pay all the bills, and at the same time, share the house chores, which puts a heavy burden on guys. And a lot of guys just don't want to deal with that no more.
Also, they want to be taken care of, as in like they want to be entertained, so they want to go out every other week, and they want the guy pay for all that as well.
Yeah, kids who hurt you, but like legit, you sound really frustrated on this, but
bro, I knew a lot of females who had the same mindset, bro. That's just unattractive for me, to be honest.
You remember that first day there?
I remember that. But wait, I have a real question though. I know, I feel like everybody was hearing this and they were trying to bring up. Chill.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
Let it go.
I can't
Let
leave
it go. No, go.
You serious?
Leave
No.
it alone.
Fendy deserved to know. He gonna be a meme. Okay. He deserved to know. Tell him to.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Wait,
Leave it alone.
Fendy, wait. We just trying to bring it up, right? You
Oh
said
my
60-30.
gosh.
You said 60-30. I was like, okay, 60-30, cool. So where the next 10%? Like, wait.
That's where I said it varies. That's like the varying part of it.
Oh, okay. I mean,
He shoot all of us down. He shoot all of us down.
Wait. The thing about it was, right, because I say, okay, 60-30. So what happened to 10? I look at Eugene. No, I look at Brian first. Brian said, okay. So Eugene comes to next. He's like,
I was like, hold on now.
hold on, wait. Wait, I don't know, man. We just kind of.
I did this, but I was like,
yeah, I see that. I was like,
Come on, the 10% to vary. You know, sometimes you might go up, and sometimes you might go down on your responsibilities. It's just to leave room to play. It's not it's not hard set. You know, like certain days I might have a hard week. And so she might be like, all right, well, I got it this week. And certain days, like she might be struggling, or it's that time of the month or whatever the deal is. And so I do all of the chores and whatever else I could do to help alleviate. You know, it's definitely like compromising. So it's not like some set in stone to be like, all right, we agreed on this from the very beginning. Why you ain't still doing this? Like people change. Like so.
True.
Yeah.
Praying that the Lord help me make it through the night. Been out there doing wrong, but a nigga want to do right. Been through so much pain, you could see it in my eye.